Welcome to the vlog. This one started way later than I wanted to. I mean, we still have Monday, but yeah, it's a typical Monday today. Let me put you somewhere. This is fine. Yeah, I had a lot to do for work, and then my dog was sick, sadly, and he just puked on the couch, and I had to get out and buy some couch cleaner, which, like, first time in my life I had to do that. And yeah, now I have to keep an eye on my little one. I'm thinking he played too much on our walk with the other dogs, but yeah, as you can see, he's down there now. Hopefully he's better now. Yeah, it's way later than I wanted to start, but you know, when life comes between it there, it's life, you know. Yeah, I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update what I've read yesterday. It wasn't as much as I wanted to, but I continued reading The Hunting Season, and yeah, my opinion about this book hasn't really changed much. I think, like, what do I have left? Roughly 100 pages left of the book. It's still as creepy as the beginning. There still isn't much horror. It's mostly like the people are like unmoral assholes, and everybody is like creepy and weird, and nobody's normal in this whole book, and I really, really dislike it. But then again, maybe it's good horror because the whole book creeps me out. I don't know. I don't know what you think about it. Our main character now sleeps with the gardener, or like housekeeper, on her property. Her husband nearly slept with like a woman that was invited to a party. The children are honestly annoying. Like, yeah, it's just a whole mess. The main focus, which was supposed to be those inbreds that live in the hills, still haven't really played a big part. I mean, they tried to rape the main character, which was like a really, really scene. Like, I really hated reading that. But yeah, that's the only thing that happened. It's like 2 pages. Otherwise, they still haven't really played a role. So yeah, hopefully I can finish it quickly. I'm this close to just giving up on the book because it's just it's not my cup of tea. And yeah, and I read like 10 or 20 pages from The Time Machine, which is still like a really interesting topic for a book, but it is rather boring at the moment, I have to be honest. So yeah, I'm really struggling getting through those 2 books. And yeah, otherwise I spent my Sunday puzzling and watching a bunch of Sandman episodes, which, like, I'm happy to say the second season is confirmed, so I'm really, really happy about it. The show is just fantastic. I really, really love it, and it's so great. Now I'm really, really in the mood to read the comics again, which, like, my TBR is way too big. Can't really do that, but yeah, once I'm through with my TBR, I'm definitely gonna read the Sandman comics again. All 3 collective books, you know. Yeah. I'm now gonna watch my dog, make sure he's not sick again, because if he's sick again, I'm gonna have to take him to the vet, just to be sure. But yeah, I'm gonna talk to you again a little bit later, once, like, I hopefully read a bit more or finished this book. That would be great, if we're honest. And yeah, happy Monday! Hello. It's now Tuesday. I'm really sorry. I wanted to vlog yesterday. Sadly, my dog got really ill because he probably ate something bad while we were outside. And yeah, he puked the whole day and the whole night. So here we are on Tuesday afternoon. I'm really sleep deprived, so yeah. But the dog is finally feeling better, thank God. Had to take him to the vet yesterday and all, so my whole day was just, taken up by the dog, and I spent the evening on the couch with him, just so he would feel better. So I only did a little bit of reading The Time Machine. I did read a little bit of yesterday, so I'm nearly through the story, and then I have the other short stories in the collection that are in there. But I just finished a book, which is why I'm doing this clip, and to inform you why Monday is just one clip. I just finished The Hunting Season, and in all honesty, I hate this book. I can't decide if it's a good horror book because I found the whole book to be just horrendous, or if it's just a bad book, to be honest. So you have the anthropologist, the main character, who has like a lawyer husband, and the husband has like a daughter and she has a son from like different marriages, and they buy this house in the hills by like this secluded community of inbred people, and like you have city people there that buy like all the mansions around there, you know. And she wants to study these people. She never really does up until the end, in like 2 sentences. Like more like 2 pages, but the studying of these people never really does play a big part, except for like a research student from a student from her does research for her and sends it to her, and he has like this really weird crush on her, and at the beginning it sounds like he would go there and try to like rape her and stuff, and this never gets brought up again. So I don't know, all of the men are like incredibly creepy in this book, but like most of the women are as well, so it's just a whole mess. In the end, other city people like sleep with each other's spouses behind their backs and stuff, which is like a really weird thing. And as it turns out, her husband is somehow related to the hill people through his great-great-grandmother, and he turns into like a killer and rallies some of the hill people around him to just go and kill all the city people. And in the end, she burns him down with the house and escapes with the kids. Which is like, what the fuck? Yeah. In all honesty, I give this book 1 star. I don't know, I mean, maybe it's a good horror book because I just hated reading it. It was, I don't know. It's not the book for me. I didn't enjoy a single sentence in this book. And in all honesty, I'm just happy that I finished it and that I don't have to look at it anymore. To be honest, don't read it. It's really not worth it. Also, I kind of have a problem with the concept of like, all this inbred people are like psychopaths and just want to rape everyone and kill everyone. Like, I don't know. I have no idea what the research on it is, other than that, like, obviously having children with like your direct family obviously has like gene mutations and illnesses that come about. And I mean, a lot of people have heard about the Habsburger chin and stuff, with like the royal families who have like highly deformed features and stuff. So this stuff is obviously true and also talked about in this novel. But to be honest, to just paint everyone like as, they're all psychopath and they kill and rape and just hate everyone. Not my cup of tea, to be honest. Won't pick anything up from this author again, in all honesty. This was really painful to finish. But I just finished the 100 pages really, really quick because I did like skipping sentences, just to get the gist of the story because I couldn't take it anymore. Now, to feel a little bit better, I'm gonna snuggle on the couch with the dog and read a little bit more of The Time Machine. So maybe I can get quite a bit more of that done as well today, which would be nice because I didn't get a chance to read as much as I wanted to over the last few days, you know, so yeah. Other than that, work was quite chill today, which is great because I'm so sleep deprived. Quick little evening update. It's now later in the day. I did some Mass Effect Andromeda gaming, and yeah, now I've got a little bit of an update for you. Ja, ich öffne die Tür gleich wieder. I finished the Time Machine, which I thought was fine, but a little bit on the boring side for like Time Machine story in my opinion. But then again, it seems like this is one of like the original Time Machine stories, so yeah. For my opinion, I picture like our future a little bit different, so I think that is what kind of like made me like about the story, but the writing is great and stuff. And I'm now reading the short stories in the collection, and just like the first one, which is called The Empire of the Ants, is incredibly interesting, so I'm really looking forward to continue reading this one. And yeah, I'm gonna give you an update tomorrow morning, so good night. Okay, it is now Wednesday evening. I just didn't have time to talk to you before because work, yeah. But I did just finish The Time Machine and Other Stories, which I think was quite good. The last story I didn't care for, which is like a war story, and I just don't care for like typical normal real life war, just not my stuff. Otherwise I thought the topics were quite interesting, which like with jellyfish who attacked man because they got a hunger for man, or somebody going kind of crazy because of loud machinery around him and stuff. And yeah, so I did quite enjoy it. I think it's 3.5 stars for me, and yeah, really happy with it. And now I think I might not read anything else today because it's already evening and I wanna chill a little bit and take care of the dog. But yeah, I think tomorrow morning I will start with the 5th season, give this one another try, and we'll see if I can get into it this time around. Because last time around I started it and I didn't like it, and I don't know if it's because I wasn't in the mood to read it or you know. So hopefully I will like it better this time around. And yeah, we'll probably start that tomorrow. Also, you know, I never show you the bookmarks I use, but this one was in a book box, and I think this has to be the prettiest bookmark of mine. Like this really thin metal sheet. And yeah, I just wanted to show it because I used it today, and I had forgotten that I owned it because it was in one of the books I started and never finished. And yeah, I'm quite happy I found it again, and yeah, we'll use it this month probably for the rest of the books. Yeah, maybe gonna do some gaming and some puzzling. We'll see. But yeah, good night, and I see you in the morning. Good morning. So I just got ready for the day. As you can see, my hair's still wet. But I wanted to give you a quick update of what I've been reading. Because I for one prefer reading really early in the morning to start the day. Yeah, maybe you can leave down below when is your favorite time to read. Because for me it's like really early in the morning and late afternoon. But yeah, so I told you yesterday that I will start the 5th season. 50 pages in now. Enjoying it way more than I did last time, which is a good sign that I'm finally in the mood to read it. And yeah, really interesting world. Really interested in how this is going, especially with the woman main character. The reading is a little bit tricky with like the second person. That's taking some time to get used to, but yeah, the world sounds really interesting, so I'm really, really excited to see where this is going. And then, because I can never read only one book at a time, I mostly like switch between two. I started The Invisible Man by H.G. Wells, and I'm 40 pages into this one, and it's, I don't know, I know the story pretty much because it's like one of those well-known stories, so it isn't, yeah, it's interesting, but I know a lot, so I think I will have to get into it more to really enjoy the story, you know. I'm now gonna go make myself some breakfast, maybe do some gaming, because I don't have to work today and tomorrow, so yeah, might do some gaming. I will take the books up with me into the living room, and yeah, I'm gonna talk to you later on. So, it is now the afternoon, and I actually finished The Invisible Man already, which, like, I would love to say that I finished it because the book was so good. Sadly, it isn't. For me personally, this book is really average. Like, nothing stands out about it. The Invisible Man is kind of an asshole and really aggressive, self-absorbed man, and yeah, I mean, he kind of went mad in the book, and that's it. So yeah, it really drags on, even though it's only 200 pages. And at the same time, it read really quick. I don't know. I think I will give it 3 stars because it's not the worst book I've ever read, so it's just not one where I would say, like, go out and read it. I know there are movies out there and the story is kind of like really out there, but yeah, I'm not interested in watching any of them, to be honest. Just wasn't impressed by this, which, like, well, it happens, right? But yeah, so this is now the 3rd of the 5 HUS books I wanted to read this month, and I think, what do you have today? The 10th? The 11th? I don't know. But yeah, really good pace getting through these books, and in all honesty, up until now I'm really... they all kind of 3 stars, so it's kind of really average author for me. Except for The War of the Worlds, which I will reread for this, for my reading blog for these, or my, like, review video for these, but I already read that one and I really, really enjoyed it, so I know there's a good one coming, which is why I will do it at the last one, you know. But yeah, kind of disappointed. Really average book, but yeah, you won't miss anything if you don't read it, you know. And yeah, so I finished the whole book today, which, like, fantastic for me, in all honesty. That happens really, really seldom, to be honest. And yeah, now I will continue reading the 5th season today. But first I will do some gaming, because I finished the book, so I can actually reward myself with some gaming time. And yeah, actually a really great day today. I'm, like, really relaxed, enjoying my reading for the most part. Hopefully it will stay this way for the weekend, because I'm hoping I can finish this book, which is also a little bit on the larger side, you know, 460 pages roughly. I hope I can finish this one by Saturday maybe, and then I have 6 books left that I really want to read this month. Like, 4 of those are on my TBR, and then the 2 H.G. Wells books I haven't read yet. So I'm actually kinda thinking that I might actually get through my TBR for this month, which is, like, really unexpected, to be honest. So feeling good about this one. Yeah, I mean, kind of feeling the vlog is quite a short for this week up until now, because my dog was ill and he's still on, like, kind of like softer foods and stuff, just so her stomach problems won't come back. So it was kind of like a really hard week until now, but yeah, I will talk to you later. Maybe tomorrow morning, we'll see. Depends on what I do for the rest of the day. Yeah, I hope you're also having a good week. Or a good Sunday, because this comes out on a Sunday, but yeah, you know. Yeah, I will see you later. Gotten ready for the day, and I thought I'd talk shortly about my reading for the morning. You've seen a little bit of it, but I mean, first of all, I started a new second book, which is The First Man in the Moon, but I haven't gotten through much yet, like 30 pages, and yeah, just started it, don't really have an opinion about it now, and we'll continue it today. And then the second one I need to talk about is the 5th season. And I now come to the reason why I disliked it in the first place. And I couldn't remember it like really vividly why I disliked it for the first time. But I'm now 120 pages in, which is farther than I went the first time. And I will continue reading it. But it probably won't be ready, read through tomorrow, because I think I will have to like do like 50 pages a day or something, like really split it up for me. I struggle sometimes with like really, I don't know, with like weird scenes and stuff. I struggle with getting through things. For example, I started watching The Witcher, for example, because I disliked the way that Yennefer, the actor who plays her, talks, and like just her movement and her pronunciation and stuff I disliked, so I couldn't watch the series. And I hate it, but like it's just how I am, and it's hard to like act different, you know, like it's just, yeah, I don't know, I can't really change that, you know. And so I stopped watching the series. And in this book, the women who have the origin power and are living in this like city for them with the guardians have to kind of like are baby machines to bring more of them in the world. And it's so uncomfortable that neither, oh, what's her name? Cyanide. Neither Cyanide nor Alabaster, the guy who has to get her pregnant, want to be a part of that, and they just do it, and it's such an uncomfortable thing. And I know, yeah, you should probably read uncomfortable things and stuff, you know, but at this point I struggled. It's so hard to get through the scene, and it's, I don't know, it's really hard for me to reach such things, you know. Also like the scene with the guardian who gets the girl, Damaya, from her family, and just breaks her hand to show her that she has to control herself and stuff. For me, those things are really, really hard to read, and yeah, those are, I'm pretty sure, the reasons why I put it away the first time, because I just couldn't get through those. And so I think I will start to like really only do like 50 pages a day really not try to force myself to read too much of it, and then rather read like a second book the rest of the day, you know, just so I can get through the book, because it's not like that the book is bad, it's just that I personally have a hard time handling those scenes, and so it makes it really hard for me to get through the book. Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, I just have a really big wish for harmony, and even in books I read and stuff. So sometimes it's really hard to get through those scenes, and I really want to read the book because so many people say that it's really good. I just need kind of to cope with these harsh scenes. I don't know. Maybe you can leave me some tips below, or maybe if you're feeling the same, you can let me know so I don't feel so alone in those feelings. But yeah, I won't read anything more. I read 60 pages today, and to be honest, that's enough for the day. Oh God, my dog just gave me a scare because he wants in the room, but he will have to stay outside right now because my partner's working up there and I don't wanna hinder him doing his work. Yeah, so I will probably continue with this one today, and then read a little bit more of the 5th season tomorrow in the morning, you know. But yeah, later on today I will record the video for Wednesday next week, so I can get that done. And I just now edited the vlog up until now, which I thought was really short, but I'm already at 20 minutes edited. So yeah, it's not as short as I thought it would be, but you know, I'm still getting into things, and it's kind of, this week is kind of a lot, so you know. Yeah, I will speak to you a little bit later on, and yeah, we'll see what I've read until then. Good morning, it's now the weekend, and I have a reading update for you because I did read quite a bit this morning, and also I have ever more problems with the 5th season. I don't know, I don't think it's a book for me, if I'm honest. Let me get the book. I'm now, as you can see, like 150 pages into it, so not quite halfway through the book. And yeah, in all honesty, I think I just hate the trope of like people hating each other for no reason other than that society did them wrong, and so they hate each other because they get thrown together. So a lot of what I've read this morning was about cyanide and alabaster, the couple which have to like make a baby together, and they both aren't happy about it. And yeah, they just hate each other. They're mean to each other without any apparent reason. And then they're both like, oh yeah, I don't know why I'm hateful towards her. I don't know why I'm hateful towards him. But I'm gonna be anyway. Why? Where's the reason in that? I hate it. It's making me really mad. I don't know, maybe I'm just not the one for the book. I don't think that the writing style is bad or anything. I don't think that the story is inherently bad. I just have a problem with how the characters are behaving for a lot of it, so yeah. I think I'm gonna stick to like 50 pages a day and make my way slowly through it, because I just can't do more, and I really want to get through it. I don't want to DNF it. I don't dislike it that much. Yeah, it's just some scenes. It's just that some scenes are harder to get through, and yeah, it's a little bit annoying in all honesty. And then for my second update, I finished The First Man in the Moon. I gave it 3.5 stars. I thought it was quite interesting, like what H.G. Wells thought like the moon could be, and for the first time, I think if you hear the title, the first man in the moon, you're like, on the moon? But no, they're really in the moon. Like, the moon is hollow in the story, and there are some aliens living there. And yeah, I thought the idea was quite nice. The main characters, kind of, if you can see, I have a lot of problems with like characters. I'm sorry. But yeah, they were fine enough. One was a little bit like more annoying than the other, and the one thing that brought it down from 4 stars for me is, let me do a spoiler warning here, yeah? I'm gonna talk a little bit about the ending. So one of them makes it off the moon again, and the other one doesn't. But he like manages to get quite a few messages out to Earth, in which he describes what happens to him. And instead of putting these into the story, they are just at the end and like, oh, these are the messages he told, which is like a lot of like descriptions and stuff at the end, which just did annoy me a little bit. So it's 3.5 stars. I'm gonna talk about it more in the review video I'm gonna do about the H.G. Wells books. And now the last one, oh, I'm gonna have to be quick, my battery is flashing. So because I already read my 50 pages for the 5th season, I'm now gonna pick up the last of the H.G. Wells books, so I can hopefully finish them this weekend and do the video, like film the review video next week and get it out to you, not the Wednesday now, but the Wednesday the week after, you know? So yeah, War of the Worlds is the last one, and then I read all 5 already this month, which I'm really happy about. Yeah, since the light is flashing, I'm now gonna load the batteries, and then I'm gonna talk to you a little bit later on in the day. Maybe I have an update for you, maybe not. I do have to do a little bit of household, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna see you a little bit later on, you know. It's now late in the evening, and I thought I'd give you one last update for this vlog. And pretty much what I've done is started War of the Worlds. I'm 60 pages into it. It's as good as I remember. For some reason this one feels much more action-packed than the 4 other books I've read by H.G. Wells, so I don't know what happened between those and this one, but yeah, it's a lot more interesting. There's way more action right from the beginning, and I'm really enjoying it. And yeah, I will probably finish it tomorrow and then give you an update in the next vlog, you know, because like I don't include Sundays, so that I don't have to get presentable in any kind of way. Now for the rest of the evening, I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos and do my puzzle. I'm gonna show you real quick. This is the puzzle I'm currently doing, which is like a picture of the castle Neuschwanstein from Germany in like a winter setting. And to enjoy watching something and just a little bit of puzzling to wind down in the evening, you know. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little window into my life. And yeah, this was one long week with a lot of reading. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on Monday. Well, Monday for me, next Sunday for you, you know. Bye and good night.